Alright, so we're going to start today's video off by finally painting my hallway. It's been a long time coming. So I wanted to finish painting this the next day that I had started painting from the top of the ceiling there that you've seen. And this is what happens when you don't keep on track. It's like weeks go by. So I was just like, this was before I actually did the closet makeover, or kind of like in the middle of doing that. So the closet right there, right after the little lantern thing that you see, if you're new here, I turned that coat closet into a pantry. But anyways, so I decided, since I was filling holes in that closet there, I was like, I might as well take all these pictures down while I have this joint compound out and fill all these holes, because I have a ton of pictures in my hallway. And the reason for that is I feel like I love a lot of pictures, but it feels like clutter when it's out in the main living space. Like I want to print out like some newer pictures of the kids and stuff, and like my husband's daughter and everything. So I want to like get updated pictures, right? So I'm waiting on that to figure out, like, get all the paint done, get everything situated the way I want, and like furniture wise, to actually know where I want to hang some pictures. But as far as my hallway, I feel like that's a perfect place to just go crazy with pictures. I love quotes, and I have like a "You Are My Sunshine" little plaque, and I sing that song to my kids. Every single kid, that's like my go-to. It works every time to make them like relax, you know? And anyways, so long story short, I was just like, I have a ton of holes in the hallway, so I just could like take down all this stuff, set it on my little bench in my room, and it's still there. I still have yet to hang everything up, so I'm kind of like not sure if I want to hang it all the same way again, but I do love having a lot of pictures. I'm going to go through, show you what I'm using, what kind of joint compound, and I'm going to fill all those holes, and then I'm going to start painting and finish painting this hallway. But I won't show you like the whole process, because that's kind of boring to watch. But you do see some, like you can see that I started filming after I had already started painting the hallway. I was going to say the ceiling. That's what I'm using. Just joint compound. But anyways, this is the color. It's called Creamy Mushroom from Bear Paint, which you guys already know, but if you're new, again, you might as well just, I'm in love with this color, you guys. It's so creamy and like gives off this warm vibe. I feel like I have done enough in this house to where like I finally figured out what works light wise, like where the windows are, where the light shines into the house. Like this color is perfect for my situation, I guess, or my location and the way everything, you know, the sun rises and sets, and it just works perfect no matter what wall it's on. But this is me already starting, and I was like, shoot, I might as well record it, because I was gonna like do the whole thing and be like, oh, I painted it. But yeah, I was kind of going crazy, and y'all are gonna laugh because I'm not even using, like, you know me though by now, like I don't use the big rollers. We have some, but they're being used for like the outside of our house, or they're, you know, they're dried up, or they're used, or I don't even know. So anyways, I'm using the one that I had used like anywhere else in the kitchen, on the walls. And I love these little brushes, by the way. They're my favorite. They're like super cheap, like $2 or something like that. And it's got like a rubbery blue handle. Oh my gosh, it's my favorite. So I'm just cutting around, and I'm going to do the same thing I did in the kitchen. And like my whole rule of thumb, I'm going to do what I said I would do, is I'm going to leave the trim around the doors white, but the trim at the bottom of the floor is going to be the same color as the wall. So it's going to be Creamy Mushroom as well. And it sounds weird, and in the moment I'm thinking like, hopefully this turns out good, but honestly, I do show you what it looks like, and y'all can see, like, you can't even tell that it's painted at all. Like, either you can't tell that the trim that I did paint is painted, or you can't tell that the white is actually white. I don't know which one, but it all kind of looks the same, which is kind of strange. But also in this video, I'm going to have some like decluttering, organizing, motivation, stuff like that.
In my mouth is a desert, running dry on the tip of my tongue. I can taste your lies, how to measure the love you throw around. I could never hold you down. You're tall as the so full of emotion. You're tall as the ocean.
You guys like my view? It's like, where is everything? I can't even see my feet anymore. Okay, I'm going to show you guys what I did. I kind of cut the camera. I was like, it's getting boring. Okay, every time I start the camera, this is what she does. I'm telling you, she gets so excited. So I don't care what anybody says. Like, my kid probably is going to be a YouTuber. But anyways, I'm not going to pressure it, but I'm just saying. So I finished everything. I finished this. I went down, did the trim. I said what I was going to do. I didn't do the trim around the doors. And you can't even tell. Like, I did the trim on the floor, but the doorways are still white. And, like, I don't think it really, like, makes a difference considering it's in the hall. What, baby? Oh, I did miss some spots, and she's trying to, like, make me show you guys. Watch out. Move. I want to show them. See? 2 spots, kind of like, I mean, you can see it. I'm sure there might be more. I mean, I'm not sure, but I did paint that doorbell box thing, but yeah, so that's done. I did the hall. I did this wall. I did the other side of this wall and down there and the trim and like around the door and all that. See how bad I need to paint the ceiling? But like I said, that's going to be last. Anyways, so the funny thing is I redid my pantry and I didn't even really, I've been kind of messing with it, but I haven't been doing, like, I did not immediately throw a bunch of stuff into it like I thought it would. It's almost like I'm afraid to mess it up. So let me explain something. Let me show you the pantry real quick and let me explain something. Someone needs to clean her mirrors. It's me. It's me. I am someone. Anyways, this is what... Ooh, calm down, Monica. This is what I have so far. I just stuck most of this in here today. I have, like, a bin that's empty and dirty, apparently. Rice cooker. Paper towels that you helped me, didn't you? She helped me put those down in the bottom. I've got my paper bags. Now, the only thing that made me motivated to, like, put stuff in here, because I didn't know where to begin. So I didn't want to just start shoving stuff in here without, like, a good plan, right? Yeah, we got hot cocoa. I don't think there's anything in there. Is there anything in the red bin? Oh, nothing up there. Oh, put that down, baby. So anyways, little things like this in the red bin, and then that wood bowl and that thing, all these cups, these all, oh, and that jar. Yeah. Trust me, it's cleaner than it actually seems. But all of this stuff, minus the rice cooker and popcorn machine behind it, came from under the sink in the kitchen. She wants hot cocoa. Hold on, I'm making dinner. I'm making dinner early right now. Let me see it. I'll make it in a minute. Not right now. Anyway, so I was looking at, so I've been needing to clean under my sink, like I said. Well, I did. I'm going to show you what it looks like, and then I'll explain a little bit of how I actually got motivated to do it. Okay, so I was like, oh, let's look up kitchen organization. Oh, no. Stuff. And I saw this. Or no, not just kitchen organization. I looked up Dollar Tree, like strictly not even for the kitchen, just like your whole house. I looked up Dollar Tree organization ideas, and these little trays come 3 in a pack for $1.25. Like, you know how Dollar Tree is? It's not even like all the same anymore. But this is $1.25. This is $1.25. The hooks were $1.25, and I have way more than just 2. I have like a pack of, I don't know, 12 or so. But anyways, the point is, like, that is what got me interested. I was like, oh, that's so cool. Like, I hate looking or searching or digging for sponges. So I did a Dollar Tree run. I got some little things, like up there you can see I got a paper towel rack or whatever, or like holder. That was one of the things that I saw, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know they even had those. And so this is what I have. We do need to redo this at some point, because this is, it's not good. It's not wet anymore, but when this was leaking before, like had multiple like different leaking periods of time or whatever, it like sunk down. So, but for right now, so anyways, this is what I did. That bar right there is a part of my chair that needs to be fixed, and I don't even know what that is. It's part of the trim, but I don't know like where it goes to. So that's going to stay there. But basically I cleared everything that was down here out. Except for like cooking oil and stuff, because we don't have a good spot for the oil, and I don't want to put it, well, I could eventually put it in the big pantry, but, or the main pantry that's in the kitchen. But this is what I have. I only have one SOS pad in there, but those are so gross, like you don't want to stick it in with that, you know what I mean? Like it's all, ugh. So I left it in the box, but anyways, that's just what I have. I was like, it was actually like a lot cuter. Like I said, I had the red bin under here and like that little round thing that I stuck the cups in. And I was like, okay, I had the round thing and I was like, well, all the round bottles, like anything round would go in there because that way it fits better. But then I seen this in the garage and I was like, well, shoot. Even though it's super cute and I hate to hide it, but I was like, everything can just go together except for like the rags and stuff. But anyways, yeah, that's what I have. I also got rid of pet upholstery or carpet cleaner stuff that literally makes your carpet smell like pee afterwards, which is funny. So I don't know how that works, but like this one is the only one that doesn't do that. And this is from Walmart, obviously. But yeah, that's what I have. Oh, also, I must say, so Earl finally seen these at Costco. They had these cleaners that we got like grass and stuff like a long time ago. There's like a grass scented one. I don't know what the other two were, like lemon and something else. But then there was like every week or whatever that every time we'd go there, like we couldn't find anything but the Mrs. Meyer's like hand soap. And then last time he went by himself, he got these. It was like a rose scent, and there's a mint one, and then there's also a snowdrop. Snowdrop smells so good, but I'm like kind of caught between rose and snowdrop. They both smell really good. But anyways, so this is what literally got me so motivated. Like this all under here was horrible stuff. Stacked all the way back here, everything like just shoved in there. I had paper towels. I had it like stacked high. Those paper bags that are in the pantry now, the new pantry, they were in here as well. And paper bags weren't even in the bin. They were like everywhere. So I came home, right, from Dollar Tree. I did this while this was still a mess. And it made me so happy. It was so stupid. It's just like holding sponges, nothing special. But it made me so happy that like since I had this open, I was like, I was like, what else can I do? Like try to organize it under here. So I just little by little started taking stuff out and just went to work. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm making giant meatballs. I'm going to cook them a little bit longer. Let's go. I kind of want them like, not crispy, but a little bit better. Anyways, so I'm not making baked ziti. It's like supposed to be, okay, so here's the thing. I don't even know where I saw this at. Like, I don't know how I got motivated from it, but eventually I looked up Rachel Ray and I saw that she was making like a baked ziti, like lasagna style type of dinner, right? Anyways, so I was so motivated when I saw that because it looked really good. And I was like, even though we just had leftover spaghetti, like, I really want to make this. The problem is, I'm like writing down all of the things. It's like a 5-minute video. And I'm like putting into my notes on my phone all the ingredients, which most, like, we didn't have. Except for like Parmesan and the noodles, but we didn't even have the right noodles, right? So I'm doing all this. I go to Walmart. I'm adding all the things that I just wrote down into my notes. And I'm thinking, like, what am I doing? Like, as much as I would love to get all the right stuff, I was like, I can, like, kind of sort of make something similar just using what we have. So it's just kind of like, So I did learn something because it called for ricotta cheese, and we don't just, like, buy that unless we have a specific thing. Like, we don't always have that on hand. And I was thinking, cottage cheese kind of looks like ricotta cheese and kind of sounds the same. I was like, I wonder, like, it was so stupid. I was like, I wonder if you can substitute it. And you can. And I was just like, sometimes I don't give my common sense enough credit. I think that I don't know if that's common sense. I don't give my thoughts enough credit, right? Or my curiosity, I guess, not my So it's just like, okay, and I do have sharp cheddar cheese. That it did not call for that at all. Like, but I was like, hey, whatever. I have Parmesan, I have cottage cheese, I have cheddar, I have oil, I have all the seasonings and everything. that it calls for. Like, even though she was like, ooh, fresh basil and fresh parsley. I don't have all that. I do have fresh oregano for some reason. I didn't buy it. And I don't have the ziti noodles, but I had something else. I kind of mixed 2 noodles, which you really shouldn't do because it takes like, you know, there's different cook times. But I mixed shells with something that kind of looks like ziti. So I don't know. I'm excited. I feel like this way of cooking is more fun, even though it's not really accurate. But I just really hope it tastes good. But yeah. So there's a new tip. If you didn't know, you can. They're not the same because I was like, are they the same thing? Just like, you know, made differently or something, like the same type of cheese. And then I'm like, what am I thinking? Because a long time ago I was looking up how to make cottage cheese and like I knew milk, but that one is not. They're not the same, but you can substitute it. Just like you can substitute, if you don't have eggs, I think it's eggs, you can substitute applesauce. Like, who knew? So, but anyways, I'm waiting for my meatballs. So, oh, I should explain real quick. So, this was under the sink, and my son had gotten me this. And I put it in the dishwasher. I totally forgot that you're supposed to hand wash it. Like, usually I check, but I was going through so many things. You know when you clean out your fridge and you're like, just get this stuff washed because your sink is completely full? Because Earl had cleaned it out, and then I was on a roll. I was like, well, there's some extra stuff that really doesn't need to be in here. And just cleaning in general, like cleaning out the bottoms of stuff, finding old jars. I'm like, I need to wash that. Put it in the other pantry. Long story short, my cup is all messed up. But I'm keeping it because this is the one gift that, like, from my kid, like, I don't want to get rid of this. Julian got this for me, so I love it. It's kind of weird, but it's actually, like, kind of giving it some character. It's kind of weird to drink from because, like, anyways, so my meatballs are huge. Did I say meatballs or meat bills? I don't know why I would say that, but they're like, y'all seen it. They're big. And they're big like that because it's actually called, you make meatballs, which is kind of dumb. It's not dumb, okay? Flavor-wise, it makes sense. So you make big meatballs, but you're gonna like rip them up. So what I'm waiting on is the meatballs to cook. And then in here, I have my cottage cheese. I have about I don't know, like a pound maybe of cottage cheese, I guess I would say. I have a lot of Parmesan, like shredded or grated Parmesan cheese. And I have not as much cheddar, but I do have a lot of cheddar. I just didn't want to like kill it with the cheddar flavor, even though I don't care. I love cheese. Like, I love all cheese. I have 2 eggs. Sounds weird, but hear me out. Hear her out, I guess, because this was her idea. Rachel Ray said, yeah, you put 2 eggs, and then what else? That's pretty much it. So the eggs is to kind of give, like, you'll mix this in with your pasta. So I have pasta like that. You'll mix this in, so when the meat is done, I'm going to rip apart all the meatballs. I'm going to mix it all together with the pasta and everything. Mix this all up, and after I put a little bit of my sauce mixture on the very bottom of my pan, I will pour some of this and then, stick some of this in the pan. So it'll go sauce, then the noodle mixture, then a little bit more sauce and the noodle mixture, and then the sauce and cheese and whatever. So it's like a lasagna. I don't know. I'm excited. Okay, guys, so it's actually the next day. Dinner was really good. I don't know how to vlog. So this is what the inside of the island is looking like. By the way, when I built this island, I did a horrible lazy job, just like I did on the little she shed thing that we had just torn down, or little hut thing that we took down just recently in the backyard. And what I mean is I have nails that I just like blew on right through. So today I just hammered them just now, and I was like, you know what? Like, this is the difference. I'm trying so hard to not be like careless when I'm getting things done. I just I don't know why. It's like either I didn't think about it, I didn't know it would do that, or I didn't realize like how thin. I don't know if I was just not caring or not paying attention, but either way. Anyways, lesson learned. So this is what the inside of the island's looking like right now. And then I have these drawers right here. This drawer, I still have to take everything out and actually clean the drawer because I'm not fancy. I don't have one of those little tiny vacuum things that I can just, which now I understand why people do that. I always thought it was kind of dumb, but it makes sense. Because now I have to take all this out, dump the drawer. Watch out, baby. Not yet. Oh, you got messy fingers, girl. Anyways, I have rags and all kinds of random stuff in here. More sharpening stones or whatever. But what was I gonna say? So when I was cleaning out the island, stop, let go. One thing I knew is that this drawer was so bad. This was crammed full of, it has all kinds of stuff. Like these sticks right here, the shish kebab sticks or whatever you want to call them. They were everywhere. There was birthday supplies everywhere. So long story short, I had to go through here to get all the birthday supplies. And as I was doing that, I ended up cleaning it out. Anyways, so this morning, the other night I did this, like just kind of switched up stuff. I've just been messing around a lot, but this is what I have going on so far. I figured I'd give you a little update. I have all the party supplies up top, and I mean, it's just kind of like whatever I could fit in there. Apparently, we didn't need this much space, but it's good. If we get other, kitchen items that are big, we can totally like take all this out, get rid of those, put that somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like if we have plenty of space, like this is all kind of spread out. So, but just wanted to show you what is going on. I've been going through some stuff. I've been decluttering a lot, and it feels so good to just be like, oh, I don't want this anymore, and get rid of it. She's getting cocoa. So anyways, I still have a lot to do. I haven't done anything with the laundry room, anything over there. I was thinking of putting the, I was thinking of like rearranging, like switching around some chairs. Maybe move this whole, like, I don't know, just move my living room around. But I'm not sure. I'm just trying to focus on, I'm not even trying to focus on cleaning. Stop. Let me see that. I'm just trying to, oh my God. I'm just trying to focus on getting rid of stuff and like kind of like decluttering spaces and like organizing. I feel like that's honestly more important than cleaning and all the above, like rearranging and stuff. Like I just want to minimize all my stuff. And one thing that I keep thinking is, have I used this? Because I'll find something and I'm like, oh, I remember this, and then I'm thinking like, I haven't used it in over a year. And I have found stuff recently that the last time I decluttered, I was like, oh, I'll use it. And guess what? I didn't. So when you have that thought of like, oh, I'll use it, unless you know for sure you are going to use it, just get rid of it. Like if you haven't in a year, you clearly don't need it. So sorry I'm shaking y'all around. But yeah, that's one thing I keep thinking. And I also keep thinking like, if I didn't have this much space, would I keep this stuff? Like, is this stuff like bringing any value? Like just if I were to pretend like there wasn't as much space or storage as there is, and there's really not a ton of storage, but we're creating storage. So, but it's like, would I keep this? Like, do I need it? Is it necessary? Have I used it? Also, I have like a sense of security. I think when the fact that I'm not working, when I find all these free things, like I feel like, oh, I can't buy it, and I'm lucky that I found it, so I hold on to it. And it's just like, if I'm not using it, there's no point to keep it. But anyways, with all that being said, I hope you guys got some entertainment or motivation from today's video. And if you did, don't forget to leave a heart down in the comments below. And I'll see y'all in my next one. Now I'm gonna make this girl some cocoa. Bye. Okay, I take that back. As y'all can see, I've got a mess. I'm not going to clean it right now. I don't even know why I'm pointing that out. I just wanted to say, like, this stuff can wait. I feel really motivated, and the reason why I'm not going is why? I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I wanted to say what we're doing for Halloween. So, you're all, like, we're going to be a ghost. I'm going to be a ghost. Jalen's going to be a ghost. Jason's going trick-or-treating with his friends. Julian's going to be Spider-Man. And Julian's going to go trick-or-treat with us. Oh, I think I already did tell you guys this around the neighborhood, but I didn't say like we're gonna go with Earl's sister, so her little cousin. So here's the thing: Jace was talking about, oh, I'm gonna go trick or treating with my friends. After I said like, yeah, that's fine. Then he kept saying it, and I'm like, gosh, dang it. Because then she's like, oh, I'm gonna go trick or treat with my friends, and I'm like, we better find some friends. And then I was trying to pull, try to play it off like, oh yeah, you know, there's gonna be kids that are trick-or-treating too. And then I'm like, that's not gonna be good enough. So then I was like, well, what about, you know, your sister and everybody? Like, so anyways, that's what we're doing for Halloween. Yesterday was actually my dad's 67th birthday. I didn't go see him. I wanted to, but I was thinking, like, usually I try to see people on their birthday, but I know, like, for me, when I turned 40, and that's a big birthday. It should be like, I should have had a party and all this, but like when the time came, I just wanted to enjoy the day. Like, it's kind of weird turning 40. I wanted to enjoy it and not have a bunch of like drunk people, because that would probably be what would happen. And I'm like, yeah, I don't really want to deal with that. So, which is good, because I, like, afterwards, after turning 40, I literally found out that, like, I was pregnant. So it was kind of funny how that worked out. I was just not feeling it. I was like, I just don't really want to party. But anyways, long story short, totally off topic, kind of. So I didn't go see my dad, because I was thinking maybe he just wants, you know, the day to himself, because it's his birthday, to do whatever you want on your birthday, instead of having people just show up and be like, oh, you stuck with me for 5 hours now. But I'm thinking of coming and seeing him this weekend. What in the world is going on with my roof? That was weird. It looked like smoke, but that's not smoke. Okay, I'm like freaking out. Is our house on fire? Huh? What the heck? Okay, so we have got some weird weather going on. It's all sunny right now, but it's just pouring. But anyways, I gotta collect my thoughts. Hold on. Okay, honestly, I have no idea what I was gonna say, but I just wanted to say that also the thing with this, like, getting rid of stuff and like organizing, it's like the more I do, the quicker it comes. Like, the quicker the decision to just throw something away or get rid of some, you know, anything. And I'm like going down to like the forks and spoons, like silverware, because we had some weird forks, and I'm like, I never grabbed these. What is the point? And I used to think of decluttering as like, oh, it's a huge chore. But honestly, now it's kind of like a game. I don't tell myself, oh, at this time of the day, I'm going to declutter, or I have to declutter this whole space. But I do go throughout my day and realize something that annoys me or bugs me, and I'm like, I'm going to either change that, fix that, get rid of that. I'm going to do something about it instead of ignore it and just go, oh, like, because those little tiny things that annoy you, even though it seems like it's no big deal, they all add up, okay? And when you have a ton of little things that annoy you, you might as well put them all together, squish them together like Play-Doh, and equal one big stress ball. You know what I mean? So, like, anyways, I just hope this motivates you guys to take care of little things here and there. It doesn't have to be hard. It could be like a little game. Like, I pulled out some jars. I have jars in the window here that I'm going to go through a junk drawer, which I'm not looking forward to, but I'm like, hey, I'm my own boss. I can stop whenever I want. If I'm annoyed, I can just throw the crap back in there and be done with it. And just one day, take out one thing at a time, because there's a ton of little nails and screws and all that. I can be like, take out all screws and nails and separate those one thing at a time, you know? Okay, so another good tip is when you have a lot of little things floating around. So, like, if, let's say you need all the things that are in there, but it just is a big jumbled mess, instead of actually, like, sometimes you don't even have to take anything out. It's more of the case of just kind of like putting something in a little bin, like the thing I showed you that the sponges are in. That's what I was going to show you. I'll just show you. Oops. So all this stuff, everything was in here. The only thing I did take out, actually, is 2 big razors, like shavers, I mean. But the point is, like, a ton of toothbrushes. Like, apparently I just buy toothbrushes. I don't even know I buy that many, but I have like a problem with buying toothbrushes, but it's fine. I just put all that and floss and whatnot, and then in here I just put combs and brush and all that, and then that's it. And it looks so much nicer than a bunch of random small things floating around, you know. 1 hour later. One more thing for number 1 grandma, because she told me about the whole money mat. We went to Costco and we got a big money mat for like $13. I don't know if it's actual money mat, you know, quote unquote, like what they call it, but it works so good. So there's these mats. Look up money mat if you have no idea what I'm talking about. Look it up. It's to keep mud from being tracked into your house. And I kid you not, I see muddy paws. They walk on that and all of a sudden there's nothing. Either there's nothing or there's just water. Like, I don't know. I don't know how it works. It's magic. What are you guys all doing today? My plan is, after I just ate 2 hot dogs. I'm really full, so I'm just trying to like, you know, I'm trying to feel good. Drink some water, get that out of my system. Anyways, I'm not sure actually what I want to do. I kind of want to get rid of more stuff, but I'm thinking I might rearrange, not the whole living room, but I kind of, so like y'all know when I moved my couches to accommodate a Christmas tree. Well, after I had cleaned the rug or something like that, I don't know. I had to move the couch to clean the rug. Long story short, or I was like, let's just put it back the way it used to be, and if you want to move it back for Christmas, you can. But the point is that TV, since I had actually put the couches like the other way that they are from now, like the couch over there was where I'm sitting, the whole like TV is kind of like pulled out of the wall and scooted over on its like little TV wall mount thing, because you could do that. So cool. But I moved it just like looks funny, you know what I mean? So I was thinking of like, basically, long story short, I didn't even have to say all that, I want to center the TV and then possibly just leave the couches how they are. I don't know. But then again, I'm like, I'm tired. I don't want to move anything around, even though that doesn't take much time. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you have a great Halloween, and I don't know when I'll post again. I'm trying to figure out a schedule that works better than Wednesday and Sunday. And if I'm being honest, I don't think the weekends is a good time for me to post. Not like it's a bad time, but I'm having a hard time getting a video posted on those days or like on the weekends. So I'm just going to scratch that. I will try for what I was thinking is either, this is going to be kind of like all during the week, obviously, not the weekends. Any day of the week except for the weekends is what I should say. But I was going to say Monday or Tuesday or Thursday and Friday. I feel like that just works for me. It just keeps ending up like that. And I don't know if I'll do either or, like I don't know if I'll do 2 times a week or 1 time a week, or maybe I'll just kind of flip-flop back and forth for what I can do. But usually those are gonna probably be the days, but today's Wednesday, so I don't know what I'm talking about. So just Monday through, I don't know, just check my channel. That sucks, but I'm not the type that can come up with a schedule, like having a toddler, and it's just a lot. And then trying to do all the things we're doing, it's like I can't predict when we're gonna, it's more so the weather too, like painting outside, I don't know. So I'm gonna say Monday through Friday. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for the next one. Bye.